Happy Friday, fam, KW fam, anyone who's tuning in and watching wherever you are. I wanted you to know that I appreciate you. I'm so thankful for you. We're gonna have a great day today, and it's Friday. It's almost the weekend. Which realtors, you know what that means? It's your Monday. Let's go. Good job, guys. Here we go. Let's get it started.
Good morning, welcome to Power Up with Max. Now I have to ask you, maybe you watched this before. We had 3 ways that you follow up, and I told you I'd be giving you some more. Follow up. We talked about how it demonstrates sincerity when you follow up with people. You are sincerely interested in them. Secondly, it shows integrity. Hey, I told you I would follow up, and now I'm doing it. So you made a promise and you fulfilled that promise, which is absolute integrity. And then it demonstrates credibility. It shows that you are actually credible. You're going to do exactly what you say you're going to do. And then we're going to add on, because it builds a valued relationship. I mean, those are the best relationships to have, right? And it creates repeat business. Oh, wait, we all want that. That's why we got to follow up with all those clients that we sold to. And then word of mouth advertising. They start talking about how great you are because you call them back. Have you ever bought something, spent a lot of money? Oh, wait, just a minute. Those commissions that they pay and that we make, it's pretty good, right? And they look at it like, hey, they only had this little bit of work to do. Now, we know that we did a lot, and I know that you earned every dime of that. And yet, they look at it and they go, wow, they made all this money, and you never call them back? Oh, ouch. That's why we follow up. Because then, word of mouth advertising, they say, wow, this person really cares about me. That valued relationship, and it creates repeat business because you're always asking for referrals. I mean, after all, Mike Hicks does the promise, man, up there in Idaho. Idaho Falls, Idaho. And he does so much off of referrals. The promise is that you will promise to give him a referral. After all, that's how you tell him that they did a great job. If you don't give a referral, then they know they didn't do a very good job for you. Think about that. If I do a good job, then I know you'll give me a referral, and that's the way that I'll know that we did a great job. Otherwise, with no referral, I know that we did not fulfill the promise that we made to you, that we will always take care of you. Think about how awesome that is. And they follow up with those people, and they get referrals. And I know that you'll get referrals as well. And after all, don't you want referrals? I do. Do you?
I do.
You betcha. You betcha. Why do we want referrals?
Because it shows of a continued, it shows how much you value relationships.
Yep.
You value them as people. To always check in on them. Any past client ever, really anyone you know, once a quarter, every 3 months. And
Referrals are best because word of mouth advertising costs the least.
Yeah.
Costs the least. And typically, those are warm calls you're making. So you're taking it out of the cool to cold department into a warm call. You get to call them and say, hey, Mr. Seller, Mr. Buyer, my past client and friend, blah, 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 just let me know that you're in the market to buy or sell a home. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you. Do you have a few minutes? I guarantee you they're going to say yes. Number one, they're expecting your call because you're letting your past client, friend, family, whatever know, hey, let them know I'll be giving them a call at blah, blah, blah. By setting that expectation and following through, you're already establishing a relationship. Because number one, they've been told by someone that they trust already that this guy or girl is a great agent. They're going to treat you right. They did a great job for me, or they went to school with me and they were whatever the case is. Referrals don't only come from past clients. That's one of the sources. But more than that, it gives you an opportunity, if your client or friend or family member is close enough, to set an expectation and then you meet it, which is a big check mark for you already. Oh, he says what he says he's going to do, which is absolutely fantastic. So that is, in my opinion, the best source of business you have. And now in the beginning, it might not be your greatest source of income for your business, but over time, and I would say specifically within 3 years, you can have a business that is running and operating off of your referrals because of how well you've done. And that's if you're setting expectations in the beginning. When do we ask for referrals from people? Just out of curiosity, what you guys think?
I think the most important is when you've been in contact, pretty much when you're working with them, I think is important as well.
Yep.
I think the follow-up calls, if you have a client who just moved into a new home, I think to call them in the first 2 weeks of living there just to say, hey, how is everything? Is little Johnny adjusting to his new school right? How's he doing there?
Yep.
Did you get the flowers I sent you?
Yep.
This and that. But I think really the calls that you call them once a quarter, you're just talking life with them. You're not asking for business.
Typically you won't need to.
Yeah, you won't need to. But
right.
just, they'll probably have you in your name, Blake Shawn sold my home realtor,
right.
And
saved in their phone already.
Saved in their phone.
It's important that you can get them to do that. I remember even if I'd get sign calls or whatever, I would be like, hey, go ahead and save my number. My name's Blake Shawn. I try to say that 3 times because we know the human brain is really dismissive on first and second time. So make sure you say it 3 times. Hey, my name's Blake Shawn. I'm a local expert. Make sure you're saying that multiple times in the conversation. Save my number. Text me. Call me. Typically, not always, but they will save it because now they've established a relationship and they don't want to call 10 other realtors. You guys realize these people can't say all of them, but a lot of them don't want to talk to a million realtors, but as soon as they haven't created a relationship with anyone where they can trust them enough for them to be their guide. So it starts on the phone calls with these people, whether it be a sign call, a referral, a follow-up. It doesn't really matter, but always be focusing on the relationship and not the sale. Focus on the relationship, the sales will come. So we talked about how following up demonstrates sincerity, shows integrity, demonstrates credibility. They added 3 more, which I thought was cool. Builds valued relationships, creates repeat business, gives you word of mouth advertising. We already talked about it. Word of mouth advertising is the cheapest and most effective, and you have the highest conversion rate on word of mouth advertising, if you guys didn't know that. Your marketing and advertising should be relational, but guys, when it's coming out of someone that they trust mouth, your conversion rate is going to increase by at least double, 3 times, exponentially. Anything to say on the last 3 we just added? Builds valued relationships, creates repeat business, word of mouth advertising. Anything to say there?
I think if you follow one, the rest will follow.
Yep.
And we talked about it yesterday. We've kind of talked about sincerity all week in this class. It comes down to caring. It comes down to the compassion you show, the value that you show them, and then it follows. There's a lot of people in this industry, unfortunately, who don't have integrity. Who don't, go by their word. But if you go by the word, if you just tell them, if you set an appointment or if you say you're going to call them at a certain time, I think, and you do call them, I think that shows a lot as well.
It's a checkbox, man. Like you're checking it.
It is. It's just the little things.
Yep.
It's just, if you follow through, if you have a list of 5 things when it comes to the way you're going to market the home or the way you're going to help them in escrow or just follow up with them, and you do all 5 things, just the little 5 things that you say you're going to do, I think that goes a long way because we are in the hospitality business as well. I want to give them the best experience when it comes into the process of selling or buying a home. That's our job. That's our job.
You said it absolutely fantastically. Setting expectations, saying you're going to do something and then actually doing it, it builds a relationship more than just having the right words to say in the right scripts. But how do you set an expectation when you're on the phone call with them or a text message? I can tell you it has a lot to do with your schedule and your calendar. When you're on the phone with a client, and it might not be a client that's going to be an A client, so 0 to 30 to 60 days, but you do let them know when you're going to call them back and you put it in your calendar right then and there. Don't wait. Do it right then and there, not only for them, but for yourself. And you're setting an expectation. Hey, I'm going to call you in 3 weeks. Is today around this time a great time for you, or would that work? Yeah, typically that's going to work fine. Awesome. Put it in your calendar. Have a great day. Let them know, have a great day. I'll be talking to you in 3 weeks. Repeat the day and time, and you're good. And just like that, you've been able to set another expectation of not only who you are, but what your business is about. It's about relationship. So I love that we focused on sincerity, gratitude, all that stuff this week. Seems like it's kind of a big deal in this business, right? Yet it's very easy to forget about when we're in the swing of things. So always keep that at top of mind. Let's swing over to our bold laws and affirmations. Let's start out. Let's do one and one today, Mike. Yeah, anyone else is welcome to share as well. If you're not here, you can comment any affirmations you have for yourself. Any bold laws, if you know what the bold laws are, it's a KW. And I have this sheet here in the office, but lots of just good things to base your business off of and to keep it top of mind, whether you're in the business, out of the business, working on your business. It doesn't really matter what you do. I believe it can benefit all in all industries, but these bold laws are specific to KW and what we're trying to accomplish here. So, Mike, do you have anything, or anyone else have anything they want to share?
There is no try, there's only do. Well, there is no try is the bold law, but my Yoda quote of the day, there's no try, there's only do. Do what you're going to do, be who you want to be, but just the great, Nike, the CEO of Nike, just do it. Just
yes.
Do it. Yeah.
There is no try.
Do it.
And guys, it's funny, I'm always catching myself saying, oh, I'm going to try to do this, whatever. I'm trying to stop myself as soon as I say the word try.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to be weird and say that you don't always have to say, or never have to say that word, but it does a lot when you put that out and you verbally and vocally say, I'm not going to try, I am going to do that. I'm going to try to make 10 calls today. No, I am going to make 10 calls today. Because you just set an expectation for yourself and you never want to let yourself down. So doing that will be big for you. The one that, and then do you have
I have a breakthrough every day.
I have a breakthrough every day.
I'm constantly learning. I'm never going to know enough.
Yep.
I need to be humbled at all times. There are people who are better than me. There are always going to be people at this who are better than me.
That's correct.
As long as Warren Buffett is alive, I will be nothing. The man's you have to understand there are people who have just, always humble yourself.
Yeah.
Always, not that I'm trying to compare myself to Warren Buffett, but I'm just saying, like,
hey, that's a great goal to aspire to.
No, but when it comes to
set a standard.
The history of the world, Warren Buffett's like in my top 5 just people who have ever led.
Right.
But constantly be learning, and also back to Warren Buffett, a guy who's one of the richest men in the history of the world. He's
wealthiest is a better word.
Wealthiest.
Yes.
One of the wealthiest. He reads 500 pages a day.
Isn't that crazy?
His goal. That's his goal. Yeah, he's
Such
constantly learning.
Such a great role
Bill
model.
Gates reads a book every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No, every week. And and these are guys, who have just looked upon as some of the greatest minds in the world
right.
when it comes to business, and they are able to admit, I need to constantly be learning and knowing more and more than I do.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's very easy to slip into another realm, which is I know enough. Guys, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
I know everything. I've done this for this long. It's dangerous. It's dangerous not only for you and your brain and your mindset, your thoughts, but also your clients. Because when you think you know everything, you are actually shutting down your clients and the best what they deserve. And that's why being learning based is so important, and humbling yourself on a daily basis, not a weekly basis, guys. This is a daily discipline to humble yourself. Thank you, Mike, for that. I love that I have a breakthrough every day. Guys, that's so important because we do have breakthroughs every day. We might not realize it because we focus more on the negative things that have happened in that day, but we are having breakthroughs every day. I can 100% promise you, if you are training and using the right disciplines on your mind, you will have breakthroughs every single day, and that's such a blessing to be able to have that. So my bold law for the day, and we talked about this yesterday, people will grow into the conversations you create around them. That is so true, guys. The conversations that we are having on a daily basis, whether it be with our work partners, our friends, our family, we're creating an environment that allows growth when we engage in fierce conversations, as we like to call it here.
Uncomfortable conversations.
Uncomfortable conversations
Fierce
sometimes. But man,
Conversations.
truthful conversations create a lot of growth. So what kind of conversations are you having on a daily, weekly basis? Not only with your clients, or your family, or friends, but with your colleagues, just anyone and everyone. What kind of conversations are you having? Are they those of growth, or are they those of gossip or negativity? I'm just going to say negativity in general, but the most of what you're going to have is gossip, things like that. That's not feeding you guys. That's not doing anything for you. It's not growing your mind, and it's not growing the person across from you either, which should always be our goal. So I'm going to say it one more time. People will grow into the conversations you create around them. That's my bold law for the day. My affirmation: I choose to be great in every aspect of my life. Guys, this business is so much more than business. The growth you experience here will translate into your personal life if you want it to. It's a choice. That's why it says, I choose to be great in every aspect of my life. People say, well, I'm great at this, but I'm not good at that. Well, you're consciously making a choice, and now you're putting that negativity into the atmosphere that, I'm good at this, but I'm not good in that. Make a choice to be good not only in this, but in this as well. What does that look like for you? Mindset's everything there. So I choose to be a great realtor for my clients. I choose to be a great husband to my wife. I choose to be a great friend. I choose to be a great dad. Whatever it is, guys, say those affirmations as well. It's important for you to know that, and it's a choice. Each and every day you make a choice to be the best you in all aspects of your life. That's all I got for today, guys. I appreciate you. Happy Friday. Hope you enjoyed my floral arrangement that I have on today. It's a great Friday here in the Central Coast, so we appreciate you. Have a good one.